welcome back to SiriusVybe Primetime.
Yeah,
and look here, today we got a special guest, and I'm gonna let my man Frank Sirius introduce him to y'all.
My guy, my drummer, my main man, Wes Watkins, man, got my own sound. What's up, Wes?
Hey, too much. What's going on with you?
Y'all clap it up for my guy.
Thank you for having me. How y'all doing, man?
I'm good, man.
Good to be here.
So right off the bat, man, tell us who some of the people that you have the privilege of working with right now. Tell us what you do. I know you went viral online a couple times on social media. Mm-hmm. Like, tell everybody who it is you play for, who it is you work for, who it is you banging with. Pause.
I play for, of course, Sirius Company, drummer for Sirius Company. I've had the opportunity to work with everybody from the Fabulous Thunderbirds, Chrisette Michelle, Travis Green, Corinne Hawthorne, what's my man? Tony.
Raphael
Sadiq.
Yeah, Raphael Sadiq. The list goes on, man. I've had an opportunity to work with a lot of different people. Rodney Jerkins, last year did something with him in the studio, and yeah, it's more, you know?
Yeah, man. So what is it about your social media presence that keeps you so engaged? You know what I mean? Like with the things you come up with. Like what makes you stay out there like that?
The consistency. So I try to do stuff that people don't think to do. Like, it's not about just trying to play drums to get people attention. Mm-hmm. So I make sure I focus on certain things. So like, the end of 2018, Lil Duval made me go viral for, it wasn't even the Smile Bitch joint. It was another joint he had, I think so. But he made me go viral from that. And so I just try to make sure I tap into certain celebs, certain things they
What's
do.
happening now.
Yeah. Because for me, it's not just about trying to get known for playing drums. I start forming relationships with them, so stuff just picks up. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I've been able to work with a lot of other artists.
Yeah.
I just try to do stuff that's going to help me get in a presence that I can work with you to get that long-term money versus me just getting a shout out. The shout out don't do shit.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Speaking of that, but working with people, we've had this conversation before, but what's the difference in being on the road? Because you've played for a few people on the road. Mm-hmm. Being on the road playing drums and being home, and what's the pros and the cons of both?
Oh, it's a big difference. When you're on the road, you living out of a suitcase, and it's no problem. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think my younger self wanted to be on the road because you just think like, you see, you out there, you're touring, you're going this, and you think you're going to be partying, it's going to be, but then once you get in it, hell nah, it works. From the time you get off that plane, you got to go to sound check, you got to rehearsal, you got 3 hours or 2 hours to get ready for this, you know what I'm saying?
The next thing, the next day.
Yeah, so it's like, and then sometimes, depending on the artist you're playing for, when you come in town, you don't even have time to do anything. You're literally going to town, you're hitting, the next morning you out to the next town, you know what I'm saying? Which is nothing wrong with that. A lot of my guys, shout out to my guys that are moving and grooving, they do that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But one of the hardest things for me when I was touring on the road and stuff like that, I couldn't be a father. I'm a single father too. So when you on stage and literally your son is FaceTiming you, and before you go on, you trying to check homework. Yeah. And I'm like, bruh, hey, listen, do this real quick. As soon as I finish this one set and I go off, I take a break, I'm gonna hit you right back. Like, I couldn't do it, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, one of the pros of being home is that I get to be a dad. That's like my biggest thing, you know what I'm saying?
So, with that being said, right, your love for go-go music, because one thing I can say about go-go music here is that we can work every night and don't have to go on the road, and most cities don't have that.
Yeah, I promise you I was thinking that.
That's a good thing and a bad thing to try to get it out of here. Mm-hmm. When did you first fall in love with go-go?
My first time falling in love with go-go was in '96. My cousin played a RE joint. I forgot what it was, man, but I just remember him playing a RE tape. I'm from Annapolis, so I'm not even in DC at this time. You know what I'm saying? So my first show was '98 August. Actually, this August will be 23 years me being at go-go.
That's what's up.
Yeah. So
clap it up for that, man.
Yeah.
23 years.
Yeah. So I started off as a youngin'. They threw me up there because I was just always around the old heads, you know what I'm saying? One of my dad's best friends, Mr. Glenn, he actually plays bass for the Pump Blenders. Mm-hmm. So I remember him always up our way in Pioneer City. He would pick me up. He always playing Junkyard tapes. My cousin was playing RE. Northeast Groovers used to come out there to play. I had one chance to see them at the Overton Fire Hall. So my love started like early, you know what I'm saying? 98 was my first show, and that was probably like only my only show for a minute. Because I was young, I couldn't really get into nowhere, you know what I'm saying? So So I ain't really start. I think my first time in like a club was like the Metro. I was like 14, and they got me in that joint. You know what I mean? And then from there it just started, going. You know what I mean?
So, you were already a drummer, I guess, before '96?
Yeah, I was already a drummer, but I wasn't known for playing drums in bands. My actual first show, I played drums.
He was a congo
player. Yeah, my cousin L, I started playing because he left the band. So he taught me how to play. I never forget the way I learned how to play congos was they made a CD for me. Tape, my bad. It was 3.
Showing your age.
Yeah. It was 3 RE songs, 3 Backyard, 3 Groovers, 3 Junkyard songs. So the whole show, I didn't know beats, so they would literally just hold up a number, and I just had to remember.
You was like
I had to remember the
band.
order. Yeah, I had to remember the order, so that's how I would learn. So I would just memorize Wingo beats or memorize Smoke beats or whoever, and that's how I did. That's how I got through my first show.
That's dope, man.
Yeah.
Dope, man.
What would you tell your younger self 23 years ago? What would you tell your younger self about go-go then with today about, you know what I'm trying to say, shit.
Yeah. For real, I would say don't abandon it, because being young, being at that age, and being the fact that I'm not officially from DC. DC became my second home, but keeping it a buck, it wasn't really like a lot of love at first for me playing. You know what I'm saying? So there was times where I abandoned it, just like, man, ain't nobody messing with me. I ain't going.
Is that where Got My Own Sound came from? The name?
Nah, it's not. For real, Got My Own Sound started as a clothing line.
Oh, okay.
So I had, got my own sound.
So why not Got My Own Clothes?
It is, you know what's funny? When I was actually starting the clothing line, when I used to fill in with Backyard, Coop tried telling me to do that.
Oh, for real?
Like, yeah, we sat down at the what's the joint that closed out Waldorf? Icons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I had to do a show with Back one night, and me and Coop would sit at the table. He was like, man, Got My Own Sound, you should change to either Got My Own Clothes or Got My Own Shit. And I was like, I just don't think it.
Yeah, Got My Own Shit don't ring. I hate it.
Yeah, but you know what I mean? But it started off as a clothing line.
Okay.
The band was the last thing, so I think 2013 was when I was just like, man, I'm gonna just do my own band. I heard Chris Daddy Dave do his own album, and then from that moment on, I was like, man, I'm gonna just do my own.
That's what's up, man. And then describe real quick, what's the nature of Got My Own Sound, your band that you do? I mean, I've seen you play at Blues Alley, you've done jazz festivals. What's the nature of that kind of style of band?
So the whole thing with Got My Own Sound, it's a mixture of everything from hip hop to R&B. You know what I'm saying? I kind of took the go-go approach of what we do. Like, we'll have a set, but I treat Got My Own Sound like a go-go. So it's ongoing. I don't like the stopping how artists do. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I learned that from being in go-go. So it's like, man, if you keep that thing going the whole time, you know what I mean? It goes. So people like that. So like I said, we do everything from hip hop, R&B. It's just a feel. Yeah. So you never get the same show every time. I can honestly say, like, in the last, it's literally been 10 years. I've never done the same show.
Time be flying, man.
Yeah, like, I've never done the same show, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's just a dope vibe. It's a feel, you know what I'm saying? It's a serious vibe of a Got My Own Sound. You see what I did right there?
I like it.
Yeah.
Hey, man, listen, man, for those of y'all just joining us, man, with SiriusVybe Primetime, right here with my guy, Wes Watkins, man, of Got My Own Sound, Sirius Company, the Thunderbirds, everybody. Sure, you play with everybody. But real quick, man, I noticed, I've heard you mention, about being a dad. I know you personally, great father, single father. And I've heard you talk about your podcast that you have. Mm-hmm. Elaborate on that a little bit.
Yeah, so it's called Are You Mature Enough to Co-Parent? And it just literally just is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Are you mature enough to co-parent? Me and my son mother, 11 years ago, we went through court. We went through hell. Shout out to her. We cool now, but man, it was like one of the worst things.
We got to bring you back for a whole nother show for that conversation.
Yeah. And so it really just, like, me and her got to a place where after the court stuff, we sat down, had a conversation, and we got on the same page, and we've never had a problem since. So it's like a lot of times people mess up because you don't have the maturity to co-parent. Sometimes you got to bite your tongue. Sometimes you got to shut the hell up. And
that pride is a mother.
I'm trying, like for real. You know what I'm saying? So me and her was able to put our pride to the side, and now that's my homie. Like, that's my friend. You feel what I'm saying? So we co-parent together. We handle business, and we don't have no issues. So I wanted to create a podcast where it talks about that, because I feel like a lot of times, especially us as black men, we don't get the.
You don't have that safe space.
Yeah, to talk about, like,
or the grace.
There you go.
To be able to, yeah, I get you.
So this right here, it sheds light on that, and it sheds light. I don't want no negativity. It sheds light on mothers and fathers being positive. Like, you know what I'm saying? Things gonna happen. Sometimes you ain't gonna work everything out.
Sometimes you're just gonna hate her.
Listen, I got 2 kids, 2 different people. So yeah, so I'm one for one. It's still some things being worked out.
Yeah.
Glad you worked it out. So let the people know how they can follow you and what Got My Own Sound got coming up and what they can look forward to.
You can follow me at Wes Got My Own Sound and IG Got My Own Sound _ IG for the band. We actually be headlining. I'm excited about this, man. September we'll be headlining the Roots and Reggae Fest in Roanoke, Virginia. You know,
Clap it up for that.
Yeah. That's a big yeah. I got the call for that. Me, Got My Own Sound, my man Kane. Like I get to put that show together. So I'm working heavy on that show right now. You know what I mean? But we got a few other things coming up. You know what I mean? But it's honestly, I ain't gonna front right now. Just more serious company than anything.
Clap it up for that. More serious company. More serious company. More serious company.
Yeah, man. You know, it's just a lot of things going on, and it's like sometimes it's hey, man, I need a break.
So it's company. They pay you all right.
They do. I'm not gonna lie. Hey.
So, man, we really appreciate you coming sitting in with us. Okay.
Be right back, man. Listen, SiriusVybe Primetime along with my man Wes Watkins. I'm Frank Sirius, and this is my co-host.
Dirk DC.
And next we gonna jam for y'all, man. See y'all soon. All right, be right back. Peace.
Just party with your body, everybody. Everyone. This is verse 2. I see you over there with your crew. I'm over here chilling with the